Alright, girls and lads, today I wanted to talk about Season 6 patch notes on Apex Legends. And I think on this patch they pretty much fixed a lot of stuff that was going on. One of them is that the game was a little bit slow paced, especially when keep buffing up snipers and two sniper weapons coming out. That's the charged rifle and the sentinel. Continuous nerf to the R99 and wingman weapons that are fast paced, and I think that they tried to make a different approach to speed up the map, and I think they were pretty good at it. First off, it's the new legend Rampart that's focused on LMGs that probably will bring more LMGs into the game that are pretty dropped off or seen as bad weapons or low tier weapons. I think with this little champion, this new legend, LMGs will start to be seen more as a dangerous weapon than before. Also, the new SMG, the Bolt, comes like a good replacement of the overpowered R99. Fast-paced weapon with low amount of bullet available into the game, so you have to be smart on how to use it and why to use it, because energy ammo is the lowest one appearing on the map, and even though you are full stack, this weapon consumes a lot of ammo. On this video and patch notes review, I want to give you a more practical approach to the patch notes, more than just telling you the numbers and showing you how much damage it increase or decrease for certain weapons, how the abilities work in time. I want to be a more practical thing, but more of the consequences that some chains have. For example, amount of shields. Right now, every shield in the game was lowered down. White now is 50 points, blue 125, and purple is 250. As I said, I want to go much into numbers, but this in the game shows us this. The white has 1 bar, the blue has 2 bars, and the purple has 3 bars. Gold armor now only has, just as purple, 3 bars, but you can heal 2 bars with one single pill. Another nice thing added into the game is the buff to the Recon class. Pathfinder got this new ultimate recharger when you scan a survey beacon, and now Bloodhound and Crypto can scan survey beacons as well. Also, Crypto can use his drone to respawn teammates and use the survey beacons as well, and that's instantly. It's a nice buff, and I think it will bring more crypto players, but overall it's still weak in terms of fight, and the other legends have a small changes that I think are not much worth mentioning. The deletion of the hop-ups could have been done better in my perspective. On Season 5, besides the choke hop-up, there is another hop-up that was almost useless, and that's the select fire one. The only reason to use select fire is the use of a prowler, but no one uses select fire on the havoc, let's make that clear. If you want to use it, it's better to just pick up charged rifle and you will output much more damage and more consistently. Select fire is a little bit dropped by pop-up that I think it will be nice to see it on the triple take. You can have the choke, but you need the select fire. And the same with the PK. Well, that wouldn't meant much because the PK right now is a heirloom class weapon, a red weapon. But still, to see there the select fire will have been nice. Back to the weapons and how this will change a little bit of the meta. There will be fast-paced fights. We already see that the armor is a little bit lowered by of the numbers. It's easier to kill your enemies and it's easier to die. And the weapons have increased rate of fire. Almost every weapon that was a little bit weak now it's a little bit better. For example, the Havoc has a new recoil pattern, the Spitfire improved recoil. Even the Mozambique had a little buff with increased magazine size from 3 to 4. One of the biggest change is of course the map. The design of the map on this season shows a more fast-paced game where you can translate to one place and another very fast and with a lot of loot. There is no longer this too much dead time waiting for something to happen, because there's a lot of places with enough loot for 2 or 3 teams. The loot on the new areas is so much better that you should definitely try to land there if you want to pick up a fight and good weapons. Also, the connections they were made, they were need some connections between the lava side of the map. You went there and you had to get out there as fast as possible and go to a zone where you will pick up a fight, especially in competitive where you need points, and right now that's a lot easier and you don't even have to pass by capital city right now. One last thing I would like to comment is the crafting system. The crafting system has two main components I think that are really important. One of them is that you can get loot without needing to have a looted zone. If you revive a teammate, for example, you can have one fully equipped weapon right from the spawn if you have a replicator near. Also, since energy ammo is not so available, the option to build up some ammo on the replicator is a really good one, especially for energy weapons. And lastly, you can evolve your Evo Shield 100 points each time you do it on the replicator. That's a huge buff, especially because the red Evo Shield is the strongest tool on the game right now, because it's the only way you can get so much HP. You won't be beamed if you have a red shield, and one way to obtain it is the replicator. That's for the players that more low ground or don't want to engage into a fight right away, but they can still manage to evolve their shields and don't be completely dropped off on the last circles. I'm really hopeful that on this season we will see a lot more composition that we were seeing before, because basically we have one composition with some varieties, but I would like to see some more strategic plays, maybe offensive team, recon team, I don't know, something that helps to keep things fresh on the game, not always the same characters against the same characters. That I think is one of the major flaws of the game right now. I'm really thankful that this season will bring us more variety into the game, more fast-paced fights, more new things that we will be able to explore and try with the amazing movement system and the amazing things the game has right now. Let me know what do you think about this season so far, what your expectations and how has been your experience until now. I'm Kapoasin, thank you for watching and see you next time.